Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. Okay, so sleep is something many seek, but just can't seem to get enough of. Well, joining us this morning to help us get the most out of those Z's, we have Dr. Chris Winter, and thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you this morning?
Doing great. Glad to have you on, so thank you for being here. So first, we're going to start off. Can you explain the importance of quality sleep, and how does someone know how much sleep they need?
That's a great question. I think the importance of sleep can be summed up that everything our bodies do rely on good nutrition, some exercise, and quality sleep. So there's nothing that our bodies really need more than adequate rest. And I think the best way to understand how much you need individually is we think of 8 hours as sort of the average amount that an adult needs for sleep. Looking for signs of excessive sleepiness, nodding off at work, having difficulty staying awake during a good movie can all be signs that you're not quite hitting the mark in terms of either sleep quality or sleep quantity.
Very good. And so, obviously preparing for bed plays a role. What are some things that people are doing wrong when they are preparing to fall asleep?
Yeah, I think that individuals are trying to put a lot of things into a 24-hour period. So, watching television, having some personal time, exercising right before you go to bed are often mistakes that people make that lend themselves to making it difficult for them to fall asleep or get good sleep at night.
So, Dr. Winter, you are actually featured on a new podcast called Chasing Sleep. I feel like many of us do that. What does this podcast exactly explore, and what can people learn from it?
Yeah, Chasing Sleep's a really exciting project. I'm really had a great time being a part of a few of the episodes. What's really nice about it is there's great information out there about sleep, but Chasing Sleep in conjunction with iHeartMedia is really trying to make it personal. So it follows sort of 8 stories of a gamer, an emergency room doctor, Diane Macedo, the ABC News correspondent, and really tells the sleep story through their lens and as reflected by various sleep experts that kind of rotate through the episodes. So there's 8 episodes available now through November, and I think people can not only be entertained by them, but also learn a lot about their own sleep.
Yeah, it sounds like a good listen, so we'll put that on our radar for sure. So, Dr. Winter, how can people adapt to their own unique sleeping environments, and how do our sleep habits change over time?
Sleep habits change over time in a lot of ways. We tend to require less sleep as we get older. There's sort of the convention that when you're young, you like to stay up late and sleep in late. But as we get older and move into the later years, we tend to be sort of the opposite. We want to get up early and maybe fall asleep early. So the timing of our sleep as well as our sleep needs change a lot. In terms of environments, I think environment is really important. We want a comfortable space to sleep in, one that we look forward to going to. Everybody's got a place in their house where bills and laundry accumulate. Find a spot that's not your bedroom. You want to really have a clean, neat, organized place to sleep that's dark, cool, and quiet. So really setting the stage for good sleep with our sleep environment in terms of lighting and smells, lavender sprays and things like that can make a big difference in terms of the way we sleep at night.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those smells and also blinded out shades. Sunblocker shades, yeah.
Yeah, for people who do what you do, the Diane Macedo episode's really interesting. You guys get up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to get your morning shows ready to go. So sleeping when it's bright outside is just part of the job requirement. So making sure you make your room dark. I wrote in one of my books, if you're sitting in your bedroom and your hand is in front of your face and you can see it, it's not dark enough.
Nice. All right, so we'll work on the darkness in my room, at least for me. Dr. Winter, anything else you would like to add before we go?
No, I hope everybody checks out that podcast, and you can find out more information by following sleep.com. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at drchriswinter.
Perfect. Thank you for your time this morning.
Hey, thank you.
You're very welcome. You can also find more information at home by going to the lifestyle page on our website, WNEM.com.